Ben Johnson's candid assessment of the Bears' offense will make you think twice. Ben Johnson doesn't mince words, and his straightforward style can be a double-edged sword. Sometimes his bluntness can rub people the wrong way, leading to some awkward moments with sideline reporters. https://www.bleachernation.com/Bears 2025 Ben Johnson halftime CBS. But other times, that same honesty feels like a breath of fresh air, especially when his frustration boils over, like it did after Week 1, as he focused on the team's next challenge. https://www.bleachernation.com/Bears 2025-09 Ben Johnson greedy. Now, here's the part most people miss. Johnson's raw honesty about his offense after 4 games is both rare and revealing. Thanks to ESPN's Courtney Cronin for capturing his exact words. https://CourtneyRC Cronin, status 197-276-839-10483. I don't feel like everybody on offense yet is pulling their weight, and that's myself included. There's a number of things from yesterday's game that I have to do a better job of. There's a couple calls I was getting in late. There's a couple things that the coaching staff, myself, we could have coached up better to give us a better chance there. When you look at it as a whole, it was just a mess, man. I'm just not proud of what we put on tape. I think it's a reflection of myself. I always take it personally. I saw us getting better the first 3 weeks in a lot of ways on offense, and then this was just a little bit of a step back for us. That level of brutal honesty from a head coach is uncommon and, frankly, refreshing. I find it far more appealing than the overly optimistic platitudes we often heard from former Bears coach Matt Eberflus, who would routinely praise how well the team practiced and insist everything was fine, even when it clearly wasn't. So, how would you rate Ben Johnson and the Bears' offense so far? Here's a snapshot of where Chicago's offense stands after 4 games under Johnson's leadership. Points per game, 25.3. 12th out of 32 teams. Total yards per game, 328.0, 19th. Passing yards per game, 225.8, 11th. Rushing yards per game, 102.3, 24th. Third down conversion rate, 45.5%, 4th. Red zone touchdown percentage, 63.6%. Quarterback sack rate, 5.0%. On one hand, the numbers aren't catastrophic. Some stats actually offer a glimmer of hope. The Bears rank impressively in third down conversions, sack rate, and red zone efficiency, all key indicators of a team that can sustain drives and protect its quarterback. These metrics suggest that despite some struggles, the offense has foundational strengths to build on as the team heads into its Week 6 bye. But here's where it gets controversial. The ground game is a glaring weakness. Ranking 24th in rushing yards and 25th in yards per carry, just 3.8 yards is far from ideal. Watching the Bears' rushing attack, featuring running backs DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai, has been frustrating for fans and analysts alike. It raises the question, are the coaching staff and front office doing enough to address this glaring issue? The data clearly points to a need for urgent adjustments during the bye week. If no meaningful changes happen, the break could end up being wasted time. And knowing Ben Johnson, that's unlikely. Personally, I spent a good deal of the offseason pondering the impact of the Bears' early bye in Week 5. Early byes aren't always ideal, but given the team's current state, this timing might actually be a blessing in disguise. It offers Johnson and his staff a chance to be proactive and make bold changes now, rather than waiting for the season to unfold further. In a scenario with a later bye, patience might be the better approach. But with this early pause, the Bears have a golden opportunity to hit the reset button and course correct before the season's second half. What do you think? Is Ben Johnson's frankness a sign of strong leadership, or could it undermine team morale? Are the Bears' offensive struggles a temporary setback, or a sign of deeper issues? And most importantly, will the coaching staff use the bye week wisely to fix the rushing attack, or will the problems persist? Share your thoughts, and let's get the conversation going. About the author, Luis C. Medina is a senior writer at Bleacher Nation. Since launching BN's Bears section in 2017, he has covered 5 head coaches, 6 play callers, and 10 starting quarterbacks. Before focusing on football, Luis wrote about the Cubs and MLB at BN 2015-16 and worked in the Chicago Tribune's sports department 2011-16. He also co-hosted the Cubs postgame show Outside the Ivy in 2019. Follow him on Twitter here. https://www.bleachernation.com/Bears_17. More Bears news. Caleb Williams' clutch factor is undeniable. https://www.bleachernation.com/Bears/25/29/Caleb Williams clutch. When the Bears got the ball back with 6:45 left, trailing the Raiders 24-19, many expected a collapse. But Caleb Williams' calm and clutch play changed the narrative. What was the deal with Ben Johnson's halftime interview? https://www.bleachernation.com/Bears/25/19. Ben Johnson's halftime chat with CBS sideline reporter Aditi Kinkhabwala was revealing. If you missed it while grabbing a snack, here's the lowdown. Johnson's candidness was eye-opening. Bears 24-hour rule. Just win, baby. https://www.bleachernation.com/Bears25/19, Bears24HRWK. Despite a rough first half, with struggles on the offensive line, running game, and rush defense, the Bears found a way to win. As Al Davis famously said, just win, baby.